What up, y'all? It is a rainy storm checking in for the moon sign series. We are looking into the moon. Hold on one second. We are going to be talking about the moon in the ninth house. So, all you moon and ninth houses out there, this video is for you. I am your cosmic root work astrologer specializing in evolutionary astrology. So if you would like to know a little bit more about your karmic past and maybe like your mission here in the world, purpose, you can definitely hit me up for personal readings. At this point in time, I am taking donation-based, tip-based readings as well as barter and trade. So definitely hit me up if you would like to know more information about that. All my links below. Make sure y'all check out my description box and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just period. Okay, so for my moon in ninth house, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So for the moon in the ninth house, first and foremost, if you're new here, what does the moon actually signify? So the moon in astrology signifies your emotional, your instinctual emotions, right? So the energy that you before society kind of came in and did what it does, right? I'm sorry, y'all. Before society kind of came in and did what it does, the childlike energy in you was very much so expressed. And so this is where you can see your moon. You also can see your relationship to like your past, your ancestral roots, and also the relationship to the mother or the divine feminine is also housed in the moon energy. So when we have a moon placement in the ninth house, this is where you can see someone whose, I would say, emotions are quite expansive. Depending on the aspects, you definitely want to check to see what aspects or what is aspecting your moon sign in particular. But this is where you see somebody who's like a seeker, right? Sorry, y'all. They have this sensational, I would say this, not sensational, but this, this need and this want to really learn, to expand on their knowledge. You can also find moon in the ninth house people that are very knowledgeable. Even as children, they're very just highly intelligent, very highly in tune. They can even be very spiritually in tune as well. It's just so funny. As soon as I start recording, all the loud noises start to come in. It's crazy. Anyway, the need to, you could see this is like a child that's like very heavily into like books, very heavily into like just expanding on the knowledge. This is where you can see somebody who's very, who can even pick up on different languages, so maybe they speak English, but then, they're very good at picking up, maybe Spanish or Chinese or something like that. So I would definitely recommend, especially if, you have a child that is heightened and inclined on learning things, especially from like different cultures, keep their palate, their intellectual palate open, because they can be very, just very intelligent, highly intelligent beings. And not to say other children aren't either, but I just feel like, moon in the ninth house people just have like this very instinctual ability to want to learn, to want to know more, to want to grow, intellectually for sure. And so, this can also be like, I would say the moon in the ninth house people can be kind of like the know-it-alls as well too. They could kind of even seem sometimes like old souls, like they've been here before. You can also see moon in the ninth house people that, especially at a very young age, maybe they're very attached to a specific belief system. And then as they get older, they start to learn other belief systems. They start to explore other belief systems. So I would just say keep an open mind, especially when it comes to the ways in which that you are picking up on new information. And I know this is not Mercury, this is the moon. So like I said, your emotional state. But you just want to keep an open, like I said, like an open intellectual palette when it comes to the ways in which you learn, the ways in which you explore and bring in new information. Also, travel could be a big thing, especially with moon in the ninth house people. So if your moon is placed here, you could actually find yourself maybe going off to distant places. Maybe instead of like wherever you were born with moon in the ninth house, maybe instead of like your hometown being somewhere that's comfortable for you, maybe, this is somebody who might feel more comfortable in a foreign land. You know, you might want to make a home in a foreign land as well with moon in the ninth house. Definitely leave me comments below for those people that you do have a moon in the ninth house and maybe you've thought about leaving or going to a foreign land, or maybe you live in a foreign place, or you always wanted to go to a foreign place. Let me know what places that you have thought about maybe moving to or going specifically. And if you don't necessarily, moon in the ninth house are people, if you're not in a place where you're like, oh, I just don't, you know, I don't want to go out of the place or town, or maybe just somewhere that's foreign from where you grew up your entire life, right? Because third house is the opposite of that, which would be your neighborhood and town and stuff like that. So this is where teachers are also important here, moon in the ninth house. You might have a lot of mentors that come in here. You just want to be careful of emotional manipulation through teachers with moon in the ninth house, especially if you didn't necessarily have like a close familial dynamic with your family. You can also find that moon in the ninth house people can feel very distant from their family. So you might be in your family, but there might just be like this emotional distance, because ninth house usually is off to the distance of something, or off to 12th house and ninth house as well. Like 12th house can be distant. Ninth house can also be like, it just feels very foreign, you know. Even your emotions can be very foreign, you know, to you. They don't feel always the most comfortable in things. So just trying to navigate that with moon here. Also too, you can find with you having moon in the ninth of you just having this sensation of like just wanting to know the meaning of life. You know, it's a Sagittarius house. Ninth house is the Sag house, right? So it's like, what's the deep truth of life? Like, what does this stuff all really mean? You know, that can be moon in the ninth house as well. Just having like this sensation, like of needing to know, you know, deeper, you know, or this the truth seeker, you know, addressing the elephants in the room, moon in the ninth house here, right? And then you can also have this deep sense or morality also as well with moon in the ninth house here. Purpose is definitely going to be a big thing when it comes to moon in the ninth house. You needing to know or wanting to seek out your purpose in this lifetime, wanting you to seek out the truer meaning, the deeper meaning of life, is going to be something that's innately in you, even as a child. You could feel even at a young age that there's something that's in you, or you're tapped into something a little bit deeper that you're like, you know, maybe you're like a kid that's like, I don't know, I just see really highly intelligent children here that have just a range of emotions here. You definitely want to check to see what sign is actually in the ninth for sure. But this is just the energy that colors the ninth house, or with the moon being in the ninth house here. Okay, so that's all I have for moon in the ninth house. This week we're going to be talking and finishing the moon series. So from moon in the ninth house to moon in the 12th house. And then next week, jumping into February for Aquarius season, we will be jumping into Mercury through the houses. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. You already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out without a doubt. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Deuces.